A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking incident that has raised serious concerns about Australia's border security, 6 Chinese nationals were found wandering in the remote Kalumburu Aboriginal community on the north coast of Western Australia earlier this week. The discovery was made by an off-duty police officer on Monday, with 4 additional men found by local residents and border authorities the following day. This alarming situation has drawn sharp criticism from senior Liberal MP Andrew Hastie, who has condemned the Albanese government's handling of the matter. Hastie, representing the Canning electorate, expressed his deep concerns regarding the security of Australia's borders, questioning who these individuals were and suggesting that they could potentially be testing the nation's border security for foreign governments. He stated, "The Albanese government cannot secure our borders. Who are these people? They could be testing our border security for a foreign government, and they have found us wanting." The Australian Border Force, ABF, has remained tight-lipped about the incident, refusing to comment on operational matters. However, locals reported seeing 3 Border Force boats off the coast of the community until Wednesday morning, and footage showed the men being handed over to ABF officials by Western Australia Police. The men have since been detained, and authorities are actively searching for the vessel they are believed to have used to reach Australia. This incident marks the second time this year that a group of foreign nationals has been detained after arriving by boat in the remote Kimberley region. It also coincides with a concerning rise in the number of illegal fishing boats detected in Australian waters, highlighting a potential crisis in border security. Hastie emphasized the vulnerability of the northwest coastline of WA, stating, "If we can't detect these boats, how can we detect threats to our mining and resources sector in Port Hedland and Karata?" His comments were echoed by Shadow Home Affairs Minister Jono Dunayam, who labeled the incident as another failure of the Albanese government's border security policies. Dunayam criticized the government for being distracted by international issues, particularly in the Middle East, rather than focusing on securing Australia's borders. He remarked, "They've fortunately been detained, but the real concern is the fact that they made it to the Australian mainland undetected and made landfall." Dunayam also highlighted a significant reduction in aerial surveillance across Australia's northern coastline, stating, "This government's approach to border security is a big part of the problem, and I'm afraid that the arrival that we know about today is going to send the wrong message to people who want to get here illegally." In contrast, Greens Senator David Shoebridge urged for a more compassionate perspective on the situation, advocating for the men to be treated as asylum seekers. He pointed out that Australia, as a wealthy and resource-rich nation, should not react with political turmoil over the arrival of 6 individuals. Shoebridge, who recently returned from a trip to Lebanon and the Middle East, remarked, "There are people in China who face persecution because of their ethnicity, their religion, or their politics, and they have a right to seek asylum." The incident has sparked a heated debate about immigration and border security in Australia, with politicians from different parties taking starkly contrasting stances. The Immigration Minister Tony Burke has been contacted for comments regarding the matter, but the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade has referred all inquiries to the ABF. This latest incident comes just a month after Prime Minister Albanese faced backlash over a controversial ABF program that allegedly involved providing old fishing boats to illegal fishers and people smugglers. Reports indicated that an ABF ship was filmed leaving Broome Port with fishing boats, raising further questions about the government's approach to border control and illegal fishing in Australian waters. As the search for the vessel used by the 6 Chinese nationals continues, the Australian public awaits further information from the government on how it plans to address the growing concerns surrounding border security and immigration policies. With rising tensions and differing opinions on how to handle such situations, it is clear that this incident will have lasting implications for Australia's approach to border security and immigration in the future. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.